Hi, my name is Katarina Karakas. I'm going to introduce to you the zone psychology. The zone is actually name of psychology services, and the zone is actually mental state, what we can associate with flow. That is actually, there is some stage in psychology that it's called flow, and that's mean full focus. When you are in flow, you are completely focused what you're doing. So your results is actually not coming from you. You're gonna become your action. And I can say ego is lost in that condition, and there is all what one is does, like there is many we can say experience in sport, and they call that the zone. So all psychology services is called the zone. The zone is when you are lost in your action, when you are lost in your life. You can be lost in your life and just go with flow, and in that case you just relax, and you have some I can say higher power guidance. So you just follow that. So, as the zone is psychology services, we provide, as a psychology agency, we provide a range of services which include professional counseling, breathing exercise and breathing therapy, and psychology courses. Since this video is actually aim to let you know about psychology courses, we're gonna focus on that at this moment. So there is Little Psychology School, and we have one, we can say, our main saying: the Little Psychology School is evolution of your talent. So at this moment we are working toward educate future teachers for Little Psychology School and members of counseling team. Now I can say for who is this. This is actually job opportunity, and you can become teacher or member of a counseling team. And speaking about counseling, of course, I said counseling team because in order to counseling you need much more education. But if you're part of counseling team, which is part of our Little Psychology School, we can do counseling together. So it won't be one by one counseling. It's gonna be just team counseling, and like I said, our counseling is classic and alternative. And when we talking about that, there is lots of things I'm gonna tell to you, and I didn't try to get everything ready, so I have just idea what I'm going to talk to it, because I don't want to be over prepared, and I don't want to be under prepared. What you always have to remember when you become all teachers: not over prepared, not under prepared. So speaking about our counseling, we're gonna do counseling in we can say official way, but as well we're gonna have some alternative methods in psychology. So can you zoom that way?
I did.
And this is about breathing therapy. So we involved all breathing therapy in counseling. So when you breathe in very specific way, you can even talk about rebirthing. So when you breathe in very specific way, you can you actually go through your psychological blocks. There is a lot of psychological blocks that we made through the whole life, and any psychoanalysis, any psychotherapy, their goal is to go through those your blocks. But in breathing therapy, it's as fast as you can imagine, or it's the fastest method to go through your block. When you breathe that, maybe you notice when you're breathing. Sometimes when something really bothers you, you stop your breathing. And this is actually breathe through. And when we breathe through, you remember your blocks. You remember what happened to you. And you remember, like you come to that point that psychoanalysis has goal to come. But this breathing therapy is the most fast that is known till now. So you go through breathing therapy, and you breathe through, and you block gonna go up, so we can work with your block. Speaking about our course, there is more than one part in our course. And now I'm gonna present some part of our course. One part of our course is beyond human intellect. This book is actually a Course of Miracle, and in our psychology services we have Course of Miracle at its own. But now we talking about things, because we can say Jung. I can find some book of him here. Whatever. I think in English his name is Jung. Anyway, it's a great psychologist. He was students of Freud, but he came of many things before beyond Freud. So there was some conflicts. And when we're talking about Jung, we can say that he was working a lot in that what we call beyond human intellect. And he has lots of problems, because in his time, he was born 1975, and he was passed away in 1961. And in meanwhile, those scientific point of view was so strong. Jung was called mystic, but he was called mystic in some, I can say, negative way. And what he actually doing? He goes beyond human intellect, and he said, whatever is scientist, that's human intellect, and whatever is scientist is not wrong, but it has its own limit. So that's what we're gonna talk about in our course. Other part of our course is social work and emotional intelligence, social intelligence. When we talk about emotional intelligence, it's intelligence that you can feel things, that you can feel people. And that's what we're going to learn in our course. That is very, very important to our course. I'm going to put my ferry toward my camera. So emotional intelligence is very important to our course because it's not just how smart you are, it's how much you can guess what other people feel and what is other people's need. So that's part of our course as well. When we come to counseling, what I already said, we have different kind of counseling. We include alternative possibility of counseling, what is breathing therapy. So we're gonna go to that stage that you remember what's happened to you very fast. When we're talking about classic counseling or maybe psychoanalytic analyzing, it's not possible that you have any benefit from that counseling unless you remember what happened to you. What I mean remember, I mean by emotional remembering, because intellectual remembering can always happen. I can tell you, when you was 2-year-old, you was engaged in a car accident, and that's why you scare of car. If you hear that, if you know that that's not going to help, you have to remember, you have to go emotionally again through that car accident. So that's actually what psychoanalysis goal is, to put you back emotionally. What I said, that breathing therapy put you back the fastest way it's ever known, maybe 20 therapists. Average is 10 therapists. 12 session, so maybe 20 session, you're going to be there for sure. And then we're talking about counseling, and we want, in this kind of counseling, we want you to be engaged in your counseling, to be active, and there is some homework, some other issue that you can do that we apply in our counseling. There is some homework, some exercise.
The light is blocking it. You can't read it.
Okay, where are you gonna sit?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so it's that about counseling. And when we're talking about scientific basic, we can say that psychology we teach here is quantum psychology. So you can see this book, Quantum Psychology. But talking about scientific basic, of course, when we mention word quantum, we come to Einstein. And he actually opened that Pandora box, and he actually started all that awareness, we can say, about quantum reality. And we can say that he himself was scared of that. He was the one who discovered that, but was scared of that. He kind of, when he discovered that, and when he see his results, he said, I feel like ground is pulled under my feet. So Einstein, late in his career or his life, he actually was trying to protect, we can say, old-fashioned physics. And he kind of was scared what he discovered. But we can say about Einstein that he, as a boy, he has some vision, when he was a 5-year-old boy, Einstein, whatever it's read, and he was a 5-year-old boy, and somebody gave him a compass, and he could feel this gravity. That was his gift, that he could feel that. It's not, whatever we discover, it's not like I decide to discover quantum physics, it's more like it's happened to me. So he, when he was 5-year-old, somebody gave him a compass, and he said he get high temperature. He was very, very exciting that he could feel that gravity, and later discover quantum physics, but it was too much for him as a person. Other than that, when we're talking about scientific basic, we have here the turning point, and that's scientist of physics. This is scientific basic. And why we actually need scientific basic? We need scientific basic because that's how we grew up. We cannot believe anything without proof. So there is something so-called quantum physics which is proved that this life is energy, and that whatever we think, whatever we do, it influences what's going to happen. So what's going to happen to us, not just coming to us, we actually send our energy and interact to those things, what's going to happen to us. So at this moment, I'm going to close my introduction for this course. What else I'm going to say, just a few words. At this moment, we need teachers for this course, so we're going to educate teachers. And our goal is actually educate laymen. So regardless of your education, of your experience, of your age, of course, you can become our teacher. And at this moment, we as well need members of counseling team. So all we actually count is your talent. That's all for this presentation.